Huh?
I am the tips of Christmas past.
Ho, ho, ho. I am the tips of Christmas present.
I am the tips of...
Look out, there's a black woman coming! Ah!
God bless us, everyone.
As a member on YouTube, saying, big ups, King. I'm looking forward to some festive fun today. Sounds good. Me too. I'm down for it. I'm excited for it. I hope you are too. And Cole Bologna Sandwiches with our first super chat of the day. $2. He says, time to get sloshed and the delirium tremens. Well, here's the thing. As much as it would be fun to get completely crap-faced today and fall over drunk, probably not a good idea considering the fact that, number one, it's a marathon and I have to be on here all day long, right? I promised you that. Number two, I'm going to have guests on, and I have to work Discord and everything in the stream. Kind of hard to do that when you're drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'll get buzzed. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to have some drinks. I'm going to have a good time here today with all of you. But I'm not going to sit here and get completely, sloppy drunk, and I'm passing out, falling asleep, and I can't operate the stream. That would be counterproductive to what we're doing today, I think, right? Okay. Let's see here. Premium Letic did a €10 super chat. Let's see what that's the equivalent of. I have no idea what the euro is valued at today. Hold on. All right, that is the equivalent of $11.79. So thank you to Premium Letic. Let's get you on the leaderboard. There we go. Merry Christmas, Phil. What happened to your couch when you moved out of Connecticut? Let's see here. When Stuttering John Melendez moved, his detractors took his discarded couch cushions and showed them off at a convention. When I moved out of Connecticut, my aunt moved into my place for about 1.5 years, 2 years, and she was using everything, including my table, my couch, all of that. But then from what I'm to understand, she got rid of a lot of the stuff. So it was, gone within the couple of years that I moved there. So probably like by 2016, 2017, it was all gone. So no one got it. The detractors do not have my couch. And by the way, they wouldn't be able to get my couch cushions. You want to know why? Because the couch that I had in Connecticut, the big brown one that everyone remembers from like ages ago, was actually a cheap couch that I bought at like Bob's Discount Furniture. The cushions don't come off the couch. The cushions were actually sewed to the couch. You couldn't remove them. It was cheap. Okay. And Princess Luna has gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Princess Luna, for our first gifted membership of the day. I appreciate that very much. See, some people are saying, well, you have some kind of an incentive. Like, someone just said, what if someone does a big contribution, like $100 at a time? Would you take a shot? See, here's the thing. I would like to say yes, but then watch someone drop like $1,000 out of nowhere, and I have to take 10 shots, and that's the end of the marathon. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to commit to something unsafe. Let me put it this way. I'm going to have a good time today. We're going to have a good time today. I'm going to have some drinks, but I'm going to do it responsibly. Yeah, if something big happens, if something fun happens, if someone does a crazy contribution or something silly happens, I'll probably take a shot. But I'm not going to commit to doing it exactly at a certain time because then someone's going to try to screw me over. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this safe. We got to do this rationally. I can't be on the floor. Get it? Okay. Butt fuck McAssface. What a festive name. Just gifted a membership. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Our first tip of the day has arrived from Big Larry Gaming, $2. He says, happy holidays. Hope you have a good day. I'm taking my nephew out to get some Italian veal sandwiches at my local deli. Yummy. That sounds great. It's his favorite place. I'm happy to treat him. Do you enjoy veal sandwiches? I love veal. I don't think I've ever had a veal sandwich. Chicken cutlet. I've had some good Italian chicken cutlet sandwiches at an Italian deli back in Connecticut where I grew up. But I haven't had one in a very long time. Sadly, they don't have anything like that out here in Washington. So it was Big Larry Gaming. Thanks for $2. Our first tip of the day. Appreciate that very much, Big Larry. Good to see you. And happy holidays to you and your nephew. Buckwell has returned to kick Buckwell is back, subbed to Kick, and then gifted a sub to Balthier. So actually that counts for 2, and that gets Buckwell up on the leaderboard for 2 subs. Happy holidays to Buckwell. Hopefully he'll be able to stay in the chat all day. You know what I mean. All right. Good stuff. So let's see here. Nicholas says, try putting a limit to the madness. Well, see, that's the thing. Now, I agree. Like, I think what we should do is say, hey, maybe if a big contribution comes in, you know, I'll do a shot, or I'll go open a Cutwater or whatever. But I'm not going to be constantly drinking nonstop like a fish so that I can't do the marathon. You know what I'm saying? So, Habib Gaming, how are you? 36 months as a member. Happy holidays to you, Habib Gaming. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, welcome to the marathon. The Blimp just did a $20 tip. Thank you so much to the Blimp. Let's get you a nice animation here on the stream. Thanks, Blimp. So the Blimp says, hold on. Merry Christmas to you and your family. I really want to thank you for the content this year. I appreciate all the streams. Hopefully today will go well, bud. I don't see how it couldn't. How would it not go well? You have to understand things are a lot different now. Like, legit, things are so different. For me, like, today is not, oh, today's Christmas. It's time to double down on my efforts, and hopefully it's a great day for business. It's fine. It's all good. If a lot of people show up today and engage in support, great. If it's slow and we just hang out and we still have a chill, good time, great. It doesn't matter. I'm good. Let's just have fun. It's not like it used to be. So cheers to you, Blimp. Thank you. Tron Gates Legacy says, have a great marathon and wonderful Christmas. Thank you, Tron Gates. I don't really want to spoil at all. But at the same time, I'm sure some people are guessing already. All right. And like I said, the thing is, like, there's some maybes. Some people I've been talking with that said that they want to come on, but they haven't 100% committed. So we'll see. Like I said, we may have as few as like maybe 2. We may have as many as like 5. I don't know. It all depends. And that's what I said. Please be patient with me today, as I'll be jumping on and talking and communicating with people during the course of the day to try to arrange stuff. Okay. All right, let me ask this to the audience. Who would you like to see as a guest? Right? Who would you like to see as a guest today on the show? What time can we expect the first guest at? Well, again, I can't promise that, Commotion, because I'm already talking with people to seeing if and when they can show up, right? But the first guest that I have locked in for a time is around 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? Angry Joe, there you go. Maybe I'll get the Nostalgia Critic and the Angry Video Game Nerd at the same time, and we'll all do like a triple threat Christmas talk. What do you think? The Blimp says, here's a question. What's been a highlight of the year for me? Again, for me, all right. For me, here's the biggest positive about 2025, all right? This was the year where I went against all the people who were telling me what to be, and how to be successful, and I literally proved them wrong. Through hard work, dedication, actual insight, and trying new things, right? While still sticking to my guns, being the kind of content creator I wanted to be, I completely showed these people who are into toxic garbage culture and content that you don't have to be that and you could still win. But they don't care. Of course, they'll never admit that, because then that means that they got, basically shown that their way is wrong. But, it is what it is. There's people on the internet who literally spend all day, every day, toxic. That's how they make a living. Everything they say out of their mouth is an insult. Some kind of a slamming defamatory joke. some kind of sensationalist nonsense about politics or another streamer, it's garbage. It's literal crap. You could just poop it right into a can. That's the value of that content. But people are very dumb, and you can exploit the dumb people out there to get them to like that kind of content. It's the lowest common denominator of content there is. It really easiest to make, easiest to pump out, easiest to fool people into thinking it has meaning when it's literally just fluff, it's drama. It's literally the TMZ garbage of the internet, right? I don't want to make that content. I could. I've shown I can, and I'm good at it. I just don't want to. I feel no value in that. I feel like an awful person when I make that kind of content. Do you understand? I want to be someone who plays games, has chill vibes, hangs out with a fun audience, and at the end of the day, you feel like you had a good time and it wasn't at someone else's expense. No one had to suffer for us to have a good time today. All right? That's my goal as a creator. And I was outright told, you can't do that. That doesn't work. You're ridiculous. You have to exploit your viewers. You have to exploit your audience. You have to exploit people on the internet. It's all about exploitation. Get ahead. Step on people. That's how you'll be successful. I outright proved everyone wrong because I didn't do that. And now things are so much better for me. So that's the highlight of the year for me. And of course, you know, who is responsible for that? You, the viewers, for backing me in my endeavor to show the internet you don't have to be a toxic jerk in order to get over. And Asmongold for giving me the opportunity to be heard to an audience that was listening and didn't only want to hear the toxic garbage. They actually wanted to find out about the real me. And when they did, they liked what they heard. And now here we are. That's simple. That's the highlight of the year for me, because now that we're in a situation where it's not about finances, it's not about raising goals, it's not about, you know, basically having to worry about that stuff. Instead, it's about just enjoying life, enjoying games together, enjoying our time together, enjoying the holidays, enjoying content. You know, enjoyment, which is what it should be, positivity. People want to tune into your stream to have a good time. Sky's the limit. We do whatever we want. I got the setup to do it. I got the means to do it. We can play any game at any moment. Right now, if you guys said, hey, Phil, a hot new game came out today. Want to check it out? Sure, let's go. Drop everything. Let's just go mess around with it. Let's check it out. I'm down for that. That's an amazing feeling of freedom. It really is. Like, you have to understand, I've been stuck for over 10 years in this rut where I'm a victim of circumstance, where I have to play the big AAA game. I have to do this. I have to do that. I just don't have a choice because I have to stay afloat. And now it's all different. Thank you for that. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. That's been the highlight of the year for me, for sure. Absolutely. Okay. Wow, I just received a very